Hey art friends, welcome to today's how-to. Today we'll be learning how to draw ruined Piggy from Poppy Playtime. So first let's get started by drawing our face on a diagonal. So first we're going to get started on the right hand side, drawing a nice big circle for our eye. Let's move up now, and on the left hand side we'll replicate that, just leaving a small gap in the middle, moving up on a diagonal. In the top left-hand corner of both eyes now, we're going to draw in a small circle for the highlight of the eye. And we'll do this again on both sides. In the center for the nose, we're going to draw in a curved line arching up in the center from left to right. And then underneath, we're going to replicate that, curving that down and then back up on the right-hand side. Let's draw the nostrils now. So on the right hand side, we're going to curve this line out, around, and then back in. And then starting on the left hand side, lining that up at the same height, we'll replicate that. Let's draw in the eye sockets now behind the eye. So coming up on the nose on the right hand side, we're going to draw in a nice big half circle, curving that around and then down. And then we'll replicate this over on the left, arching this all the way around and then in. On the inside now, let's curve this line around and then out on the right. And then moving up towards the top, we'll replicate that again. Let's close off the rest of the mouth. So on the right hand side, let's arch this line out and then down. And then over on the left hand side, we're going to curve this around and then down. Now let's close off the bottom of the mouth. So starting on the left hand side, let's curve this line around and then in towards the middle. And now moving over to the right, lining that up at the same height, we'll replicate that, curving that around, blending that in on the bottom. Let's move down, and on the right hand side, we're going to draw some of the stuffing falling out. So we're going to draw in a curved line arching around and then in. On the bottom, let's curve this line around and then up. And then on a diagonal, we're going to arch this line back around and then in at the point. Let's close off the cheeks now. So moving up, we're going to arch this line around and then in. Coming up on the left-hand side, we'll arch this line around and then down. And then just like we did in the bottom of the mouth, we're going to extend this line, curving this all the way around and then in towards the side. Let's frame in the top of the head now. So coming up towards the middle, we're going to curve this line up and then down on the right hand side, connecting that in the corner. Starting in the center again, we'll replicate this on the left, curving this up and then bringing that back down and over on the left hand side. Let's draw in our ears now. So on the top, let's arch this line around and then down. Coming up on a diagonal, we'll replicate this over on the left. Starting back on this line, we're going to curve this out. So we're going to arch this out towards the side and then down slightly. We'll do the same thing on the left. So we're going to continue to curve this up and then down. And then starting on the side, we're going to start on this bottom line, curving this all the way around and then in towards the cheek. And then we'll replicate that over on the left-hand side. Let's replicate the shape inside the ear. So we're going to curve this line up, down, and then out on both sides. And then in the corner, we're going to round this line out, bringing that over and in towards the side of the head. Let's move down now and draw in the feet. So on a diagonal, we're going to draw in a nice big oval for the bottom of the foot. Leaving quite a big gap, we're going to move over to the left-hand side and replicate that. On the top, we're going to curve this line around and then down. And then we'll do the same thing on the left-hand side, ending that at the same height. To the right of this, we're going to curve this line out towards the bottom, blending that in. And on the left, we're going to draw some more stuffing coming out. So we're going to draw in a curved line, connecting it on that line, arching it in. On a diagonal on the top, we're going to arch this line around and then in again. To the left of this, let's curve this line around and then up. To the side of that, we're going to arch that line around and then in, curving this around and then up, and then one more time, arching that up and then back down. And now to close off the bottom of the foot, we're just going to arch this line around and then in. In the center, we're going to draw in a curved line from left to right. Closing off the foot, we're going to draw an arch line from top to bottom. We'll do this on both sides. Now from here, let's draw on the torso. So underneath the chin, we're going to curve this line around and then down. We'll do the same thing as we move over on the right hand side. To the right of this for the arm, we're going to curve this line around and then down. And then flipping over to the left hand side, we'll replicate that again. Let's draw the apple symbol in the middle now. So in the center, we're going to curve this line up and then down on the left. Let's start back in the center. On the right hand side, we're going to curve this line up and then down, ending that so it's on a diagonal. Let's draw in a diagonal line that comes up. We'll bring this diagonal line out, back across, down and then up, and then down and then up. For the stem in the middle, we're going to curve this line out. We'll do the same thing on the bottom, arching that around and then connecting that. And then on the top, we're going to curve this line out and then back in. Let's draw in some rips here. So we're going to curve this line out, connecting that together with a curved line on the side. Dropping down, we'll replicate that, curving that out, and then connecting that with some more rip lines. And then one more time, coming down a little bit smaller, we'll replicate that, curving that out, and then curving that around, and then back up. On the side, let's draw in a patch. So we're going to draw a diagonal line that comes out. We'll do the same thing on the top. Let's connect this together by drawing a straight line up. We'll draw two lines across, and then one on the top. Lastly, let's draw in our tail. So over on the left-hand side, we're going to curve this line around and then in. And now starting at this point, we're going to curve this line all the way around, getting wider as we come in towards the foot, connecting that together. And that is it. That's how you draw ruined Piggy. You can pause the video and color it the way that I have done, or you can change your colors up if you'd like. If you enjoyed today's video, please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel, and also drop a comment below suggesting any more characters that you'd love to learn to draw next. Thanks so much for joining me on today's tutorial, and I will see you all on the next one.